this is for tutorial for modeling for Gmod. In this part we're going to do advanced collisions for all the models, so things like indoors or box into which you can like put stuff or throw grenades and stuff like that. As you can see, the steps are pretty long list, like, because it takes a while to learn, like. So before we begin, I just want to explain the main principle of collision models. So this is the shape you have. This is the predicted collision if it's automatically generated by source engine, and this is how you should build a collision model basically. So as you can see, if you just build a box or square or rectangle, it's gonna be alright, like it's gonna be generated automatically and it's gonna be fine. So you just need one segment for this. If you have something like L letter shaped, then this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get one automatic collision model and it's gonna cut the corners. So in order to make it perfect, you need two different elements, two different boxes. For collision models, basically, to make a collision model, you basically just rebuild original model using basic shapes. So shapes like this and this, but not like this, for example. So for this you need to, for this again, it's gonna cut the corners from here to here. As you can see, this is gonna be your collision model if it's automatically generated. So you need three elements, one here, and one here. Shapes like spheres and circles, basically, it's gonna be alright, same as with the box, because there's basically no corners, like there's no cutting corners, I mean. So in order to make this collision model, you could just basically make a circle or use original, but it's gonna be really badly optimized. So I suggest you just make a circle with less segments or corners, I guess. Or for example, if you have star-shaped model, this is gonna be your automatically generated model. So cutting all the corners. So for this is pretty complicated collision model to make. So you need 6 segments, one in the middle, as you can see, its basic shape, and 3 triangles, basically, not 3, 5 triangles around. So basically, as you can see, generally, like, if you draw a line, basically, just imagine if you draw a line and there's a space under here, that's going to be ignored in automatic collisions. But if you draw a line and there's either exactly the same, like see, I can't explain it properly because it's all really maths and tangents and all that shit, which I never really learned. So anyway, I'll just upload this graph to forum as well, and you can just look around and maybe learn something, and if you have any questions you can always ask. So anyway, let's begin. So we launched 3ds Max as usual. We're not gonna be using any new materials. We're just gonna be using one texture that we already made in previous tutorials, because this part of the tutorial is focusing on collision models, not textures. Textures will come later in the future, hopefully. Loading. Yeah, that's it. So let's just make some, I don't know, box, I suppose. Yeah, we can make a box. Actually, cube will be better. Yeah, that's it. Wait, well, how big is it actually? I want player to fit in it. I can't really remember player's size in generic units, so if you know it, that's gonna help you. So inset is basically just insetting, it's basically moving these lines into inside. It's just a quick way of making it. Extrude is basically either how would you say it, extend or extrude. Well, basically extrude up or down this selected area. So just look, basically you can just watch. Oh crap, misclicked. There we go. That's fine. Should we add anything else? I suppose yes. Can add more support for stability, just like PlayStation 2 had. Ah shit, misclicked. Splines are basically drawing lines, and then you can basically do anything you want with them. So like, see, I drew a triangle, then I go modifiers, mesh editing, and extrude, and it becomes object. That will do. I'm not gonna focus on doing like a precisely model, because as long as collision model works, that should be fine. That's good enough. Shit. Okay, so we have box ready. Let's create material. Use red or this one. Red will do, I suppose. Oh Jesus. Okay. I'm not going to be explaining right now everything, but I'll explain later in when I'm making actually texturing tutorials. Right now I just want to make this quick and somewhat nice. That will do. Now we need to create a bone. So for this we just go to create, systems, bones. I suggest you use top view, it's usually the easiest one. Or actually side view will do as well, just fine. So draw. So wait, forgot to explain. So basically just single click, drag it, one more click and right button. That's it. Bones are finished. Now we need to put all these three segments or elements all in one, as I explained in previous tutorials as well. So that's done. And now we need to attach basically all this mesh to a bone. For this, you go into modify, click list, and find physique. This one. Not anything else, but physique. This one, yeah. Then click attach to node. It's a small guy with the target on him, and click on the bone and initialize. That's it. That's finished. So we can export this. Call box body, so I know the difference. And now we need to make a collision model. As you saw in the picture, basically, let's calculate. So this is basic shape. That's one segment. This is also basic shape, another segment. Then there's floor, third segment, and 4 segments more. So 7 segments in total. That's it. 7 boxes. Well, not even boxes. Actually, we could probably reuse these, I suppose. These two without need to remake them, because they're not high, I don't know, resource heavy meshes. Like, they're just basic squares. So I'm just gonna detach them so they become objects which I can reuse. Okay, now. Oh yeah, by the way, to zoom in specific viewport, you just like click on it, focus on it, and then click Alt and W. That's it. Same here, same here. So it's box. Oh crap, it's cube. Let's drag it across. Height. I'm not sure the height. Yeah, that's about right. By the way, it's better if collision model goes a bit over original mesh than under it, because if you place object or a prop in game and the collision model is lower than original mesh, you'll see the object being like kind of sunk into the original prop, which is kind of shit. Like, you don't want that. So it's better if it goes just a bit over that. Let's create side. How high was it? There we go. Yeah, that's about right. You can just copy it over because it's all same size. Again, I'm holding shift and copying it. Oh crap. Yeah, there we go. That's done. You can actually hide the original box now. Now we're left with these basic things. Objects, elements, call them whatever you want. Now the thing we need to do is for each box we'll assign a unique smoothing group. For this, basically you need to convert this to editable poly element, select whole, clear all and 1. For the next one, same thing, except you pick 2 and so on. So each element of the collision model is supposed to have a unique smoothing group. I always go in the sequence. I'm not sure if it's gonna work if you put 1, 32, 14, 19, I'm not sure. You can test it if you want, but I always go in sequence. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 'm gonna reset the pivot because, as you can see right now, it's Gmod basically for orientation and all that stuff is here. So it's this object's origin, like center of mass basically, is here right now, which shouldn't be there. That's fine. Which one was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, we're done. Now the next thing is we need to assign, to attach every single of these elements to the bone using physique again. So again, small guy. Click, initialize. Small guy. Click, initialize. I'm actually not sure if you select all elements at the same time and do this and attach to the bone, that's gonna work. I'm not sure, I didn't try. You can try if you want. I always go kinda slow, steady, but I know it's gonna work. I don't try to rush things, because the worst thing ever is compiling, spending hours modeling, and then you find out something you fucked up and you can't undo it because you didn't save the scene or something. That's like literally the worst hell ever to happen. Double check. So I should just check by dragging this. Yeah, all attached. That's fine. And the final step of creating collision model is to select all elements except the bones. Crap. Yeah. Open materials and just assign any material to a whole mesh. That's it. That's finished. That's literally it. It takes a time, but it's worth it. That's it, we're finished. Let's compile the model. The name of it, boxbody.smd, source from brick. Should we make a static prop? I'm not sure. Probably not, just CD materials. LS, so model. Idle. Oh shit. Yeah, the thing is, I have on the second screen the QC file, and I'm just kind of cheating and looking over because I don't remember it on top of my head. But I'm doing this for tutorial because I want people to follow step by step. Double check. That seems fine. Mass 50, fucked. Concave. Box.qc. So basically same thing as last time compiling, except this time in collision model we specify the actual collision model we made, just made, that's it. That's the only difference literally. Let's run the compiler. And it's done. So I'll see you in game. And seems to be working. Yes, it's fine, completely fine. We're surrounded by walls, can't get through it. That's fine. Actually, let's see. Model. As you can see, collision model is perfect. Literally very well optimized. There's no performance hit. As you can see, it's perfect shapes. Everything is okay. Here's every single of elements we made, marked by blue. Pretty sure you can just throw a grenade, stand here, and it's not gonna hit you. Oh shit, it did. For some reason, I don't know. Probably because it's not static prop. If it was static prop, it would act more like solid wall. I actually forgot to make stairs or something. It's pretty shit. I guess it's the old-fashioned way. Rock climbing. Get banned for this. Crap! I can't even build it. Fucking thing. Oh my god. I fail at building. Yeah, we're fine. As you can see, this one has collision model as well. Basic. Probably spawn objects in there as well. As you can see, that's just working fine. So yeah, that's basic collision models. It's a bit more complicated than making models, just models with no collision models. Which it's kind of complicated to explain. Yeah, as you can see, it's a basic shape, I mean basic model, but took about 5 minutes to build collision model for it. First time I was doing collision models by myself, I was learning only using Wikipedia, and I'm gonna tell you that was like literally hell to learn because there's not enough documentation on this. But once you get used to this, it kind of becomes really simple, and you get used to it, and you do it all automatically. I was really slow in the video because I'm trying to talk and do things, and I usually kind of mess up doing that. So that's the reason. I'm pretty sure you'll learn it quickly. If you're not sure how to build your collision model for your original model, you can just look at the picture I made of the graph I showed you. Like, I think my most complicated collision model in Gmod I've seen was, where is it? Crap, I can't find it. It's pretty much this. This was like the most complicated thing in Gmod that has collision model, because there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 elements of collision model. So that was the most complicated. And also, by the way, I'm not sure, but I think the maximum limit for collision models is 25 elements, but I could be wrong though. So you can just test it out and see. Let me know what's happening. I would like to know. I'll test myself. So yeah, that's it.